So I do this whenever I'm on long walks on busy roads a lot of times, just in case anything happens. But it's a Q&A session. If anybody's got any questions, I know I always throw random videos out there and stuff. A lot of people are probably like, who is this kid? What's he doing? What's he trying to do? If something doesn't make sense, just ask a question. But trying to grow the Sober Lit family on Facebook. That's one of the major things. And I'm going to do a more formal video on this later on, but trying to grow the Sober Lit family. On the first of the month, every month, starting in December, I have a post in the Sober Lit family. But right now it's a blank 50 states. I'm going to have to shade in Illinois, obviously, and probably Wisconsin and a couple other surrounding states. But I want to get the Sober Lit family, a member of the Sober Lit family in each one of the 50 states if I can. It's one of my big goals. And yeah, it's all about supporting the creative. If you go to the Sober Lit family, you'll see at the top, it says, I saw people weren't supporting you, so I sent you strangers. Hashtag Sober Lit. Whether you make music or TikTok videos or jewelry or whatever it is you create, whatever positivity it is that you're putting out in the world, you can share pretty much anything in the Sober Lit family. But the major thing we like to do is go to concerts and events and actually meet each other and have fun, you know. It's all about supporting local bands, maybe your favorite rapper, musician, whoever. If you have a favorite musician that got you through a dark time, talk about it. Tag them in your posts. That type of stuff. I think we've got like 4 or 5 events coming up that we're going to. So pretty crazy, but I mean, this started with a group of about 5 or 10 friends, and now we're up to almost 200 people in the group. I think it was like 120 something last time I checked, but it goes up by 1 or 2 people every once in a while, you know. Progress is progress, I always say. But yeah, we've got 4 or 5 different concerts coming up here in very short succession of each other. Too many bands for me to list, to be honest with you. But if you're local, you probably know most of them. And yeah, we go by the mantra, some are sober, some are lit. Together we're all Sober Lit. I myself am one of the sober members. One of my very good friends, we'll call him D. You guys may have seen him in a recent post. If you know, you know. But D is also sober. And, you know, we're all friends from high school. Most of us. I mean, I've known some of these band members since high school. You know, and this is all something that we're all kind of trying to organically put together. One step at a time. But in all the times of me being sober at the bar, my friends who I've known for years know I am sober, and there's never been a peer pressure situation, which I think is awesome. I would like to continue to foster that in the Sober Lit family, where we go out and we do karaoke or roller skating or concerts, whatever the activity is, and if you're sober, you will be respected. And if you are not sober, you will be shown the same respect. It's not a sobriety group, guys. It's a celebrating the small victories type of group, I guess. I don't know how to explain it just yet, but we're working on it. Progress is progress, like I always say. But whether you're sober or not, I believe that you should live life to the fullest. You only get one life. You should live it to the fullest. I prefer if people would do that without substances, but to each their own. Live your life. That's what it's all about. I pretty much support anything that's not suicide. All right? If you ain't figured it out yet, just stick around and keep trying to figure it out. Don't give up. That's all I'm saying. And this will probably be deleted afterwards because it is so long. Yeah, if anybody else is watching, you guys got any questions, feel free to drop them below. Because when I get to where I'm going, this video is coming down. But glad you showed up, Wendy. That's one more person who has at least somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing on the internet. The idea of the Sober Lit family is to bring everybody together. Pretty much everybody knows that I run the Sober Lit family, or at least I'm an administrator, yeah, and that I'm sober, and that I also own Suicide Registry Organization. And if you want to go to rehab, hit me up. All right? I got a lot of friends on the social media side of things. We'll get you where you gotta go. But the Sober Lit family itself, that's about partying and living your best life. Okay, I happen to be sober when I do that. Some people drink, and that's fine. You know, whatever. It's not a sobriety group, guys. It's definitely a party group. But we're gonna have other events that aren't just rock concerts. We're gonna start getting into some rap concerts. I've met a couple local creatives who also do country music. You know, once I find a job, I'm gonna go rock climbing. There's a few places around here you can go rock climbing, Axthorn. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do to support local businesses, local business owners, and ultimately grow the Sober Lit family. You know, not everybody's into going to concerts. Not everybody's into fishing or whatever, but the idea behind it is eventually there's going to be something, a little bit of something for everybody. And yeah, share whatever you want to with the Sober Lit family, okay? If you caught a big fish today and it made you super happy because you caught that big fish and you're having a good day, talk about it. Talk about it on the Sober Lit family. Show us your fish. We want to see it. Getting cold out. That's great beans. Yeah, I actually just did a video the other day. I was 5 years sober before I ever became homeless. And I don't know what changed economically in the last year and a half, but I cannot find a job, and I am trying my ass off. Yeah, so could really use help in that department. But I was 5 years sober before I ever became homeless, and I was just talking about it the other day. Maintaining my sobriety over the last, going on 2 years now. December 9th will be 2 years. Maintaining my sobriety over the last 2 years is like seriously my greatest accomplishment. I don't know how I did it. I just, one day at a time is all I can say. But I tell you what, when you're stuck in a situation like I am, it definitely does not make drugs less attractive. I will say that. But I already lost it all. I'd like to get it all back. And the only way I can do that is if I stay sober. And I've known that since day one, so that's exactly what I did. The minute I started sleeping on the streets, I said, you know what? Come hell or high water, your life's already as bad as it's going to get, buddy. Just don't make it worse. So it's kind of where we're at with it. I do have an interview on Thursday. For those of you out there who are like not preying on my downfall, I do have a phone interview on Thursday, but it's for a job in Belvedere, and I live in Rockford, and I have no license. So y'all know the homeless man. he got him some legs. Okay, so if he gets the job, he gonna get the work. But pray for your boy, because I got an interview on Thursday. Other than that, nothing really exciting going on. So I looked for a job all day today. I found out, I won't say on here because job market's competitive enough, right? But I did find out where to go to apply for Gunite. Gunite, the Rockford Foundry, is going to be back operational soon, so I found out where to apply there. I'm definitely going to try that. I don't know how that's going to go. But we're trying, man. We're trying. And in the meantime, you know, all these concerts are in the afternoon. Human resources officers are in their offices from about 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., which means, you know, I get a lot of flack on social media for going to these concerts. And why? Most of them are free, or I know somebody in the band and I help assist. Hi, Jackie. I help assist with moving the instruments on and off stage between set. And so, you know, when the ticket's only $10 and I message the guy and I'm like, hey, do you guys need an extra set of hands, you know, for things to go smoothly during the set? And they say yes, that's my ticket. They just, instead of paying me to help that day, I just get in for free. See how that works? And plus, I've known a lot of them since I was in high school. You know, Zachary Jacoby, what's up? How you doing, bro? Don't think twice. Check their band out. They are freaking awesome. Shout out Zach Jacoby. Shout out Derek Hesson. Let's see. We're not shouting him out. But Scott Speck, you know how to play drums, I'll give you that. If you know anything about the local music scene, we'll leave it at that. But hey, shout out to everybody I went to high school with who's now in a band or doing something successful. I'm so proud of you guys. There's like a bunch of people I'm missing out. Big John, what's up? How you doing? There's like tons of names I could shout out, but I didn't go to high school with all of them, you know? Or I didn't know all of them when I was younger. So, but yeah, we're just trying to grow this Sober Lit family. Get as many people in that group as possible. Especially, okay? I'm probably going to leave this up now, and I'm probably just going to download the hour-long video and then clip it into the part where I started talking. But anyway, especially if you are a family member of somebody who is no longer with us due to murder, overdose, suicide, DUI, drunk driving, anything mental health related. If you've lost a loved one to anything mental health related, please join the Sober Lit family. Please post a picture of your loved one. Please tell us who they were. Tell us what they were good at, what they did. Don't tell us how they died. I don't want to know how they passed. I'd just like to know who they were as a person. Because once they leave this earth, many people stop talking about them. They stop remembering them. And yeah, if you want to memorialize somebody on there, by all means, please, okay? And again, that message at the top of Sober Lit family, I saw that people didn't support you, so I sent you strangers. That will be there forever. Okay, I may change the artwork or whatever, but that saying will be at the top of the Sober Lit family forever. And if you cannot bring yourself to live by that statement and to be supportive to the people in that group, then obviously you don't belong there. You don't know what the Sober Lit family is all about, okay? So if you make TikTok videos and you want more views, you want people to share it, post it in the Sober Lit family. if nobody else will, I will share it. Okay? Take it from the people that you see on my timeline. MC Gringo, Honest Abe. Okay? These aren't just random people. Okay? They might be random to you, but Honest Abe's father committed suicide. Okay? MC Gringo has been responding to my messages since day one. Okay? These are people who I support because they support me. Alright? So anytime you see something on my timeline, it's probably because I've spoken to these people in some way, shape, or form about my future podcast or books, merchandise. Some of these people are my mentors. I've talked to them about business stuff and how I'm going to get from where I'm at to where I want to be. So I don't just share random stuff. If you join the Sober Lit family and you're creative and you're having trouble getting your music viewed or your stuff shared, or you have a GoFundMe for a family member or something, share it there. Okay? You can pretty much share anything you want to in the Sober Lit family. Yeah. But when it comes down to party time, it comes down to party time. And we do have some major concerts coming up. So stay tuned for those announcements. If you haven't yet joined the Sober Lit family, look it up. The Sober Lit, all one word. Sober Lit, all one word. The Sober Lit family. I'm going to be posting our next stop in the Sober Lit family here probably right after I get off of this video. So you guys will know what concert is next. I don't know off the top of my head. We have a benefit for Todd Kelly. Todd was protecting a woman at the bar who was assaulted, and Todd ended up getting injured and had to take like 6 months off of work. So we got a benefit for him coming up with So-Called Saints. And this is why I can't talk about it right now, because I don't know all the different bands on the set list without the flyers in front of me. But Todd's thing. Then we got a free show at Splitter's Bar and Grill. Man, I can't even keep them all in order. I think there's, Saving Vice at Whiskey's. I know the date for that one. That one's November 21st. And then I believe there's one other show at Whiskey's. But we got like 4 or 5 shows, like I said, coming up. And if you guys want to know where the Sober Lit family is going to be next, all you got to do is go over to Facebook, join the Sober Lit family, post some stuff if you feel so inclined. Y'all heard what I was talking about earlier. Anything you want to post, loved one, caught a big fish, whatever, I don't care. Just as long as it's positive, man. Keep it positive and just support each other. That's what that group's all about. So, especially though, if you lost a loved one, I'd love to see more of those posts in there. Especially, I do suicide prevention. I run the Sober Lit family, and I do suicide prevention. If you guys got a family member that commits suicide, I would really, 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 really love it if you would post a short memorial for them in the Sober Lit family. Not every addict survives. Not every suicidal person survives. So that is why the Sober Lit family does what we do. Some of us are sober, some of us are lit, but it's all for the same purpose. It's all for the person who couldn't be there to enjoy that moment, and that's why we do it. So, yeah, I will see you on the next one, guys. Remember, love yourself, love others, love the world around you. Thank you for the 3 or 4 people who stopped by. Very grateful for all 4 of you, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart, okay? It used to be 0. Now it's 4 or 5 or, and so +1, that's what I always say. And here we are with 5 people in the chat. So thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Love yourself, love others, love the world around you. Peace.